Hey everyone, I'm Max Kellerman. Welcome to this Just In, a fast hour around the world of sports and how I see it. And we begin in a heavyweight Eastern Conference showdown last night. Giannis led his Bucks past Kevin Durant and the Nets. The Freak gave him 44 and 14 with 6 dimes. Giannis also passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most points in Bucks franchise history. Here is your reigning finals MVP after the game.
It's good. It's good because I'm changing the narrative. You know, I'm not the, I don't want to be the guy only that dunks and runs. You know, I can, make a three. But I want myself to stay humble. You know, I feel like the more humble I get and the more hungry I stay, the more things I can accomplish. You know, and the more art I can create. Playing basketball is a creating art. Just got to keep staying humble, try to make my teammates great, win games, and good things like tonight gonna happen.
All right, Kendrick Perkins with me now, ready to keep it a buck, or I like to say keep it 90. You got to give yourself a little wiggle room, Perk. All right, listen, big fella, let's compare MVP odds yesterday and today. These games down the stretch matter, right? Look at this. Jokic, look at how those odds changed. Look at Antetokounmpo, cut in half. And I understand why. He just outplayed Embiid. He blocked his shot at the end of the game for a win. Like, that's a big thing to do. And he followed that up, by beating KD, and he hit the shot for the win. Perk, he's got Luka coming up. He's got Tatum coming up. Can he win his third MVP right now?
Hell yeah, he can, Max. Look, check this out. The Freaks come out at night, and that's what Giannis has been doing the past couple of nights. The Greek Freak has been out, and he's been doing it in great fashion. Listen, here's the thing. We're starting to take Giannis for granted. Because we're so used to him going out there every single night and putting up 30, 11, and 5.5 or 5.8 assists a night that we're saying, oh, that's just Giannis. No, that's not normal. And the thing that I love the most is that whenever he have to face a guy that's considered an MVP candidate or considered the best basketball player in the world, for some strange reason, he always comes out on top. And we think about this game just last night. If we would have came on the show, if I would have been on your show yesterday, Max, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If I would have asked you, who is the best basketball player in the world? You probably would have said Kevin Durant. But after last night, Giannis showed us why he's the top dog, why we should make a case not only for him being the MVP, but also being the best player in the world, Max Kellerman.
That's my next question. And I like your Houdini reference, by the way. The Freaks don't walk, they strut. 9 times out of 10 to drive you nuts. That's what Giannis is doing to the league right now. Perk. I know KD is the most skilled dude, right? But skill is a means to an end. So people like to say, well, Giannis is most dominant. To me, I don't care how you get it done, just get it done. If you do it with size, with athletic ability, whatever it is, you're the best if you get the best results. Now, honestly, for my money, all things equal, if they're on equal strong, I think KD is the best player in the world still. I have to be honest. And I'm saying best like I just described it. But you can make a hell of a case for Giannis. Are you ready to say that now? Not most dominant, not this or that. He's just the best basketball player on earth. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I am. And Max, we should have been saying that after last year and what he showed us in Game 6. Like, here's the thing. Everything that we had question marks about for us when it comes to Giannis, he has answered those questions, meaning now he's pulling up for his mid-range. We saw him last night take that step-back three-pointer to send it into overtime. We also saw him with the game on the line drive to the basket with the intent to get fouled. And not only did he get fouled, he went to the free throw line and knocked down those free throws. So here's the thing about Giannis, right? When you talk about a guy that has that Mamba mentality, because I feel like we throw that around so much and so often, he's the true definition of that. And when I'm looking at Giannis, a guy that has accomplished everything individually, has nothing really to prove, goes out there night in and night out Like he has something to prove, Max. He outplayed Embiid and he outplayed KD and in the same within a 3-day span. Like, how can we not anoint him as the best player in the NBA?
It's like Alien 2. Remember, I think it was Danny Glover goes on the ship and he sees all the pelts. Like there's E.T., there's Yoda. They see all the pelts on the wall. You never seen? Not Alien 2, Predator 2. I meant Predator 2. You never seen Predator 2?
Okay, yeah.
Remember all the pelts on the wall? Giannis got, there's KD, there's Embiid. Maybe he's going to add Luka. You know, and KD, by the way, has to start hitting these shots at the end of the game against the Bucks. It's make or miss. That's how you write the legacy. KD has got to start hitting those end game shots. Little more Kendrick Perkins a little later on. Thanks, Perk.
In third place as we welcome in Chiney Ogwumike. Chiney, great to see you. And in the midst of this historic streak of performances by Giannis, the Bucks have these all-important wins against the Nets, against the Sixers. What kind of statement are they making in one of the tightest playoff races in the East? Do you see them separating themselves from the other contenders?
Oh, absolutely. I see the Bucks saying that we're the best team in the East and we're the team that's going to come out of the East. And it's led by their best player in Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, 44 and 14 last night. He was not afraid of anybody or anything. And he's going up against KD and Kyrie. That three that you saw, you know, to clinch the game, clinch it into overtime was so impressive because that's the evolution of his game. Being able to knock down a three, stretch the floor, pass the ball, and finish at the rim as we've known. He is the most dominant player in the NBA right now, and somehow the Bucks have been flying under the radar, but I have a feeling that's exactly where they want to be, a chip on their shoulder, and they want to repeat as champions.
It's really cool to see a two-time MVP just keep improving his game the way that Giannis has. And the Bucks, 17-7 since the start of February, second best in the East behind the Celtics. All right, Chiney, stick around. Jay has questions.
I do. I have a highlight first, though. Joel Embiid and the Sixers taking on the Pistons. Embiid, pump fake, boom. Flying to the basket. Sixers up 54-50. Third quarter, just over 20 seconds left. 77-73 Philly. Shake Milton gets the pass off the double team, finds Embiid. Euro step. My man had 33 and 15 through three. Embiid finished with 37. Sixers up 6 after 3. In the fourth, up 5, trying to extend. James Harden, baseline, floater, no. And that was his night. Finished with 18 points, 4 of 15 shooting, 1 of 6 in the fourth in Philly. They could have used some more points later. Cade Cunningham, oh, he has been playing so well. Pistons on a 7-0 run. They're up 1. Now their run is 8-2. Kelly Olynyk to Isaiah Livers for 3. Their run is at 11-2. 90-87 Detroit. Cunningham, Sadiq Bey for 3. Pistons went on a 23-4 run. They go on to win the game, 102-94. Doc Rivers afterward.
Well, they didn't struggle. They didn't get a lot of shots, in their defense. I think during that stretch, it was more James, than them. So, that's just a tough night.
A lot of reaction to what Doc said post-game. Philly's now lost 3 in a row, dropping to the 4 seed, a half game behind Boston for the 3 seed. Our Basketball Power Index has the Sixers favorite to win 5 of their remaining 6 games. The lone exception is their road date with Toronto, who they very well may face in the first round. So let's go back to Chiney. Chiney, I want your thoughts. What do you make of Doc Rivers' post-game comments?
He's being honest, and I like it. I think Coach Rivers has to poke the bear, and that bear being James Harden, because his fourth quarters have been struggles for him. We all know he's capable of 20 to 30 points a night, but is he capable of getting this team to win? Because guess what? Coach Rivers and the Sixers risked it all by acquiring him at the trade deadline, being that championship piece to run alongside Joel Embiid, who's trying to win MVP. If I'm Joel Embiid, I'm mad. I'm putting up 37 and 15, and we lose to Detroit, and our coach is calling out one of our stars. That should never be the case. If I'm Philly, I'm looking at James saying, it's go time. You're playing with a talented center that could easily be MVP this season. You've got to be able to produce. And if you're not producing, create some shots. Get some assists if you're James Harden. Get the supporting cast better, because they have to win and win now based on Joel Embiid's health.
Sixers 1-4 when Harden scores fewer than 20 points, 9-2 when he goes above that. Chiney Ogwumike, thank you so much.